111 million views in the first 28 days, an all-time record for a Netflix series. Why has Squid Games become a sudden topic of our memes, TikToks, and internet discussion? The 9-episode Korean dystopian thriller is ranked to be the biggest non-English language shows watched in the world. So, how exactly did it catch all of our attention? And why have schools banned their students from watching this show? The show rose to popularity right after it was released on Netflix. The storyline tells the miserable lives that people have to live in Korea due to indebtedness and inequality.
지금 이 자리에 계신 여러분들은 모두 감당할 수 없는 빚을 지고 삶의 벼랑 끝에 서 계신 분들입니다.
In the show, 455 people, all from different walks of life but deeply in debt, are put together to win 45.6 billion won by playing traditional Korean children games, only to find out that losing each round means death. The storyline of this show hits too close to home for South Korea. As of now, the country's household debt equals their annual GDP. In some places, people that can't borrow from official financial firms have to resort to borrowing from loan sharks that may result badly. Reports say more than 400,000 Koreans use loan sharks. The estimated lending by loan sharks in 2018 was 7.1 trillion won. As big of a social and economic problem this has become, the storyline is relatable for many other countries as well. And it includes every country that's reaping the bitter fruit of capitalism. For example, Pakistan's annual size of household debt in the last 20 years has increased over 9 times, from 62 billion in 1988 to 601 billion in 2018. The writer has very cleverly underlined people's suffering due to the pressure of bankruptcy. Stripped of the basic necessities of life, the show highlights how debt and desperation can push people to the edge of their lives. This is too real of a problem. It's not just a sci-fi series, it's a reflection of real-world problems. The sense of relatability that the show provides through the debt issue and the children's playground games gives a sense of originality. It feels so real that it makes you think, is it something that has happened in the past? Is it something that is happening right now? Or something that might happen in the future? A global cultural content professor at Sangmyung University told BBC, people, especially the younger generation who regularly suffer from alienation and resentment in real life, seem to sympathize with the characters. Warnings are being issued to parents from schools over the show centered on brutal survival games. Students have asked their teachers to stage the contests that were shown in the program. Reportedly, on multiple occasions, students have also played these games together, beating up losers, inventing their own version of the show. Moreover, in South Korea and UAE, these games are being reenacted, minus the killings, to keep up with the hype. But this is not the first time any Netflix show has gained popularity due to its extremely violent content. In the past couple of years, the most popular content contained grotesque imagery and disturbing narratives of human nature. You, The Bird Box, and Ted Bundy tapes are just to name a few. And Netflix capitalizes on such form of content. What's also concerning is how it is so easily accessible to young kids and teenagers, and there is no form of regulation on the content of this specific genre that is viewed by them, like we saw in Squid Game's case. While the genre of the show is hardly new, its striking visuals, relatable characters, and the disturbing study of human nature has spoken to the audience of every age, all across the world. I personally watched the show with a lot of interest, But I think there are two things that I took from the whole show. Number one is how easily and readily such violent content is available for youngsters to watch and absorb. And secondly, what exactly was this show for all of us? Was it a story of something similar that has happened in the past? Something that is happening right now as you are watching me? Or a prediction, something that may happen in the future? Let us know.